Seattle Supersonics legend Shawn Kemp has been booked into jail in Pierce County in connection with a drive-by shooting. Fox 13 obtained this video of Kemp outside the Tacoma Mall. The person who sent it to us says it was taken just before Kemp was arrested. And now, new at 10, sources close to Kemp tell me he had property stolen from his car yesterday. He tracked his iPhone to Tacoma, and when he approached the vehicle, a suspect shot at him, so he fired back in self-defense. But there are still a lot of questions about exactly what happened that we're trying to sort out. So thanks for joining us. I'm David Rose.
And I'm Jamie Tompkins. We're following the story from every angle. Fox 13's Jennifer Dowling has been working to get answers about how all of this happened. So, Jen, what are you learning tonight?
Well, we know the shooting followed some sort of altercation in a parking lot near the Tacoma Mall. That's according to Tacoma police. Investigators say it involved two vehicles, with police adding that one of the drivers stayed while the other left the scene.
This is cell phone video taken by a passerby as police responded to a shooting in a parking lot near the Tacoma Mall. That person believes it shows former basketball star Shawn Kemp around the time the shots were fired. Although police have yet to comment on what is shown here on this video, a spokesperson for Tacoma Police says a call came in about the shooting off of South Steel just before 2 p.m. on the northeast side of the mall near the Courtesy Tire store. Tacoma Police spokesperson Wendy Haddow says no one was hit in the shooting and that initially a 53-year-old man was detained at the scene and questioned. Multiple sources have since confirmed to Fox 13 that Shawn Kemp is the suspect and was ultimately arrested. This is a huge development, as many of you may know Kemp is a former NBA superstar who spent most of his career with the Supersonics. He's also a well-known local businessman who recently has opened 2 cannabis shops in the Seattle area, including this shop in Belltown. Today's incident would not be Kemp's first run-in with the law. In 2005, Kemp was arrested in Shoreline for investigation of drug possession. In 2006, he was involved in another drug investigation in Texas. Shawn Kemp was drafted by the Seattle Supersonics in the first round of the 1989 NBA draft. From 1989 to 1997, he played 625 games with the Sonics and helped to get them to the NBA Finals in 1996. In 2022, Kemp was part of the campaign to bring an NBA franchise back to Seattle, telling the Athletic Sports website he wouldn't stop until the city got, quote, the actual Sonics back.
And police said in addition to no injuries, there are also no reports of damage to any buildings or vehicles at this time. Back to you in the studio.
Yo, 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 it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in on NBA legend Shawn Kemp in the news breaking and going viral yesterday that he had got into a shootout out there in Tacoma. And I'm adding links in the description where you can watch that news clip in full on Fox 13. And I'm going to get into some key pieces from the write-up in just a second to show where we at as far as the information that they are putting out there. Now, it first came out that my boy Shawn Kemp was stepping and shooting and drilling for real. Like real shooter, not NBA shooter. Like, hey, he was in a drive-by. That's how I got presented on the headlines, and I was like, man, there got to be more to this story and everything. So when I went and checked it out, I said, oh, they saying that he was trying to go get some stolen property back, and then this is actually in a parking lot. But when you hear a drive-by, it's like, hey, bro, that means he was riding by shooting at somebody out the car. And I ain't gonna even lie, bro, I'm bad, I'm guilty as charged. I really had in my mind that nigga was sitting out the car, nigga, and rolled by and start drilling. That's what I really thought, nigga. Like, he really was on some, like, doing a nigga like Menace to Society while he running down the alley. You don't know who Shawn Kemp is, man. The run that him and Gary Payton had and Shrimp had out there in Seattle. I was young at that time, man. I ain't gonna bullshit y'all. I didn't really understand the game of basketball at that point, but I was a little kid watching, and I did have respect for what they did, even when they went to the championship against the Bulls and everything. But Shawn Kemp was known as a dunker, the slapping niggas. He was on the bullshit and everything like that. But the write-up is saying this. The shooting call came into police just before 2 p.m. Shots were fired from a passing vehicle in the parking lot on the northeast side of the mall near the Courtesy Tire store. Police said nobody was hurt in the shooting and that the suspect, initially identified as 53-year-old man, was detained at the scene. Multiple sources confirmed to Fox 13 News that Kemp is the suspect. Sources close to Kemp told Fox 13's David Rose that he had property stolen from his car on Tuesday, tracked his iPhone to Tacoma on Wednesday, and when he approached the vehicle, a suspect shot at him. He fired back in self-defense. More information will be made available about the case on Thursday. And overall, since nobody got hurt here, there is these other little videos circulating online of him standing up with the red jacket on and everything. I don't know where the bullets came from. I'm legally blind. P.O.P. Hold it down for sure. I didn't see nothing. Nobody got hurt. Nobody damaged. Nobody injured. Hey, let's go ahead and move forward, man. Free Shawn Kemp. Shawn Kemp, you got to try to stay out the way. You know, dog had a little hard time back in the day, went through a couple changes, but he back on point now. Got the marijuana business fluctuating. And that's a business that I most definitely want to see my people in, keeping it all the way 1,000. NBA legend, reinvesting. He really doing the right thing, going to the next level with it after his career. Shawn Kemp, you got to hold your temper though. But I ain't gonna lie, when niggas steal something, some niggas be like, hold on, my nigga. I done worked hard for this shit, nigga, and broken my shit and stole. I'm finna track this and see what go down with him. Let me pull up and press my line on him. But you gotta know this can't happen and everything like that. So we shall see. Innocent until proven guilty. Was arrested. They gonna put out more details today. We'll probably go live tonight and tap back in on it some more. Tell me what y'all think. We got more coming, more videos, all that. 1,000 for shit show. Stay on your pivot, man. Tap into the Patreon. Also, gonna be dropping more content on there. Urban Politicians TV on Patreon. 1,000.
Seattle Supersonics legend Shawn Kemp has been booked into jail in Pierce County in connection with a drive-by shooting. Fox 13 obtained this video of Kemp outside the